Today was day one of Republican Kari Lake's two-day trial in Maricopa County, Arizona. Lake's been given the opportunity to present evidence that the election for Arizona governor was maliciously and intentionally rigged against her. Her goal to be declared the winner and to become governor of Arizona, or at least to hold a new vote in Maricopa County. Now, incredibly unlikely, of course. But the truth is, I didn't think Lake would even make it this far with her case and even get to have a trial. Lake would have to prove intentional election misconduct that swayed the outcome. And remember, Lake didn't lose by a few votes. She lost by more than 17,000. A ruling is expected quickly by December 27th, which would be 6 days before Katie Hobbs is scheduled to begin her term as governor. Maricopa County Superior Court Judge Peter Thompson allowed for 2 of the 10 claims from Lake's lawsuits to advance to this stage. The other 8 were dismissed. Lake's team was also granted access to examine 150 randomly selected ballots cast in Maricopa. That happened yesterday. In court beginning today, Lake has to prove one or both of the following things. 1, that election officials purposely caused ballot printers in Maricopa County to malfunction in an effort to sway the election. The results changed because of it. Of course, there were problems with the printers, but the county insists that no one was unable to vote as a result of it. Of course, they're adamant that it wasn't intentional. Number 2, an allegation that employees at a company working under a contract with the elections department added completed ballots to be counted without following proper chain of custody procedures that would have verified those ballots before they were officially submitted to the count. On the chain of custody claim, Maricopa County Recorder Stephen Riker took the stand via Zoom, where he was under cross-examination from Kari Lake's team.
Are you the only county in the state of Arizona that uses a third-party vendor for intake of its ballots?
Maricopa County has been doing this since the 1990s.
My question was a simple yes or no. Are you the only county in the state of Arizona that uses a third-party vendor for intake of your ballots?
No.
Isn't it true that you ran a political action committee that was opposed and spent money opposing my client together?
That is 100% false.
Riker's a registered Republican. Lake's team called to the stand Clay Parikh, who was tasked with examining those 150 ballots, but during cross-examination by attorneys for the county, they went after Parikh's credibility, as he has a history of election denialism.
Are you familiar with an event called Michael Lindell's Moment of Truth?
Yes, I spoke at the event.
You appeared and spoke at the event?
Yes, I did.
And when you say Mr. Lindell, you're referring to the My Pillow guy?
Yes, sir.
At one point yesterday, Lake celebrated her legal victory, getting her lawsuit to trial, and she said she relished the opportunity for her team to question Hobbs in court, tweeting out, "Today I took the stage again to announce our massive legal win. This week, Katie Hobbs will take the witness stand." Now, whether it was a, quote, massive legal win, matter of opinion, as I said, I didn't think she'd even get this far. But as for the other part, Hobbs' office confirmed yesterday that lawyers with Kari Lake's team had withdrawn their subpoena of Katie Hobbs. She will not be testifying in the 2-day trial. Either way, Hobbs' team likes her chances to remain the governor-elect, recognizes a legal challenges facing Lake. Hobbs' attorney saying, quote, "The court has given an opportunity to put them to the test. If you think you have proof something happened and that proof doesn't exist and they're not able to prove it in this court, I hope we could put to bed the idea there's something lurking out there." Let's ask our guest, Jim Barton, election attorney in Arizona, also former assistant attorney general in Arizona's Solicitor General's office, who's represented a variety of clients on election law matters. Thanks a lot, Jim, for coming on the show. Appreciate it. All right, first, let me just ask you, how do you think Kari Lake's first day went for her team?
I think it went as well as it could go with what they have to put on. Frankly, you know, I mean, they put on the evidence that they have, but the evidence that they have it didn't come anywhere close to showing 17,000 plus ballots were cast in the wrong direction, and so I think, frankly, in a sense, it was a tough day for them because they had, I mean, really, it's a 2-day trial, yeah, but the the defendants they get to put on evidence too. And so, having watched it through the first day, it didn't seem to me that they came anywhere close to meeting their burden.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.